This video is brought to you by MePorter, a hyperlocal news desk for your iOS device. Download it for free today in the iTunes App Store. What's going on there, YouTube? This is Quinn, that snazzy iPhone guy, and this is the video review of the America Dry Ice case for iPhone 4. Now this bad guy is going to retail you $19.99, which initially sounds pretty steep for what you're getting, but once you use the case along with the included accessories, you find that the $20 price tag is a rather quite the bargain, and you'll end up liking this case quite a bit, as I have myself. Now this case is a polycarbonate style case. It's a two-piece case, which we actually see in a lot of Chinese kind of counterfeit cases, which at first impression when I pulled this out of the box, I was like, uh-oh, this isn't going to be a very good case. But it's very rapidly changed my mind, and we'll talk about it in just a second. As I mentioned, it does come with some included accessories, of which include a front-facing screen shield, a rear-facing screen shield, and then a microfiber along with a squeegee. So the screen shields themselves have ought to be some of the best screen shields I've ever used. You guys know I hate screen shields just as much as probably anyone, but these screen shields were very impressive, simply because they gave good feedback. They didn't feel like a screen shield, they felt like glass, and their optical clarity was rather good as well. Now, one thing I didn't like about the screen shields was they scratched relatively easy, and that's why I eventually pulled them off, just because my screen shields had more scratches than my screen. That being said, the screen shields, again, have ought to be some of the best screen shields I've ever used in terms of optical clarity and the way they feel. How they hold up in the long run may stand in question, again, just because they scratch relatively easy, but I was pretty happy with those. Now, let's talk about the case itself. So again, polycarbonate, two-piece, what are we gonna get? All you do is you take your iPhone 4 and you throw this rear shell on, okay? And then you're gonna pull it around, take this front-facing shell, place that on, and then just snap it. And once you've snapped it in the 5 different places kind of just around the case, you are in and you are secure. Now, like I said, there's a dry ice and a regular ice model. This model is, as you can see, kind of soft touch plastic, that matte look, which I really love. Some people aren't quite fond of that. And if you aren't, there is the dry model available, or the ice available. This is the dry ice once again. So as you can see, just a beautiful texture. Down here in the corner, I'm not sure, it says born in New York. Kind of a cool, nice little feature. There's actually no America branding on the entire case, which is rather interesting. Now, you also see right here that there is a ring to for the flash, so whether your iPhone be black or white, or transparent or blue or green or any of the colors that are coming out, you know, you will not experience any problems with this diffuser being there. So that's nice to see flash is a concern and will be dealt with this here diffuser. So cool. On the top, as you can see, these buttons are actually kind of ridged by the backside. So if you see that, there is no bridge right here on the back, so you can reach up very easily to click your iPhone on and off. It's not like a reservoir where in some cases you kind of have to come in from an angle. This one is just hit it right on and you're good to go, which is rather nice. So we've got that up there. You have your headphone jack. The headphone jack isn't very recessed at all, which again is a really nice thing to see. I was able to fit pretty much every set of headphones I have in, except for one headphone splitter, which usually doesn't fit in cases anyway. So I'm not going to dock this case any points because of that, because it adapts to pretty much all headphone cables pretty marvelously. You have a cutout for the secondary mic right here. And then along the side, you're going to have access to your your 2 volume buttons, as well as your slide vibrate silent switch here. So again, this is kind of ridged right here. So when you come at it from right here, from the front face of it, you can reach your finger around the corner without any issues and snag that really easily. So again, pretty cool. Nice that that's there. When we move to the bottom, you see your classic port configuration, nothing special. Microphone, 30 pin, and your speaker, all of which sound great and they work very well. Now, this is pretty much it for the case. You may be wondering about drop protection, and I'll tell you, it's pretty good. It's not perfect. It's not an OtterBox Reflex series, but for 20 bucks, it's pretty dang good. This is polycarbonate. This shell, once it's snapped on, is surely snapped on. It's not going to pop off with force. And the case itself is rather resistant to force. So I think that if you dropped it a few times, you'd be just fine, especially since there's the lay on the table design on this case, which A, protects it from dirt when you slide it around, and B, will protect it from force if it drops face down, in which case it'll land on the case and absorb the shock through the case rather than the actual glass of the display, which is usually how and when you break your iPhone digitizer. So I think if you don't like cases, if you're a very minimalist style person, this case is going to be absolutely great because it doesn't provide very much bulk at all. It's almost non-existent. It looks great, doesn't detract from the original look of the phone. You know, it doesn't shout, hey, I have a case on. But this soft touch grip is awesome if you like it, or you can go with the regular ice. All in all, it just doesn't add bulk, it looks good, but in the end it does protect and will save your phone from some fatal drops. So I can highly recommend the dry ice case from America. You can get it from idcase.com. It's actually id-case.com, or you can click the link below to go to the Amazon store where you will be eligible for cheaper shipping. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and as always, people say don't say rate. All right, let's try that again. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs up, and comment, and as always, stay snazzy. See you later, folks.